everyone. Hopefully we are good to go. Welcome to our first attempt at streaming on multiple channels to be able to get more people to watch this fun and chaotic show. My name is Sanctum or Anna. I am your man of the chair or game master this evening. We have the full crew now. We have everyone. Ruby was off being a professional and had to leave us, which was fine, I guess. But we'll have her do just a really quick intro, introduce yourself and your character. Yep, that's it. Yourself, where we can find you and your character. We can start with Ruby's here. It's your first time with us on this stream.
It is. I've missed you all so much. I was part of Hero Complex Campaign 1 before this new version. I'm very excited, and I've missed you all so much. So I'm Ruby. I am a Thempress actor, interviewer, streamer, speedrunner, many things. And I am playing Annabelle Sparks, or Kit, Kit, right? You're Dev.
Yes.
You're
Real
Dev.
quick,
I wanted to make
the
sure.
intro videos.
I already stopped it.
Okay,
I saw
great.
it going. Yeah, no, I got it. Thank you.
Never mind.
Okay.
I want to make sure this wonderful intro isn't being drowned out.
No, absolutely. So yeah. Let's see. Video is still playing in the background, making it hard to hear. Okay, so I'm glad we got that resolved. Yeah. So that's me.
That's
I
you.
do speedruns and stuff. That's me.
Alrighty. On to Kit's brother, Dev, Rob.
That's me.
That's you.
I'm Rob. Rob B. Rolling. I mostly do this and the Game Over podcast. And I play Dev, also known as Quincy Sparks, Annabelle's twin brother. And wow, it was so great not having my twin and my one person who I can socialize with as a person. So I'm so very excited to have me back in and out of character. It's gonna be so great. That's me. Oh, I'm the brain.
Oh, by the way, love it. Beautiful. Moving on to the one who is most likely to give me a mental breakdown with his character, Sinan.
Oh, that's
I'm
high
getting
praise.
senior superlative
That's a
already.
lot of expectations. The pressure's on.
You
now.
literally said, hey, we're not supposed to use our powers in public. What if I just fucked with the cops?
Well, I mean, yeah, might as well, right? It's they were bullying our teacher. Come on, kids need art.
This is true. Kids need art.
Or whatever. Also, fuck them. But yeah, hi everyone. My name is Sinan, and I'm just happy to be here. I missed playing these games with this crew, and I'm so happy we're doing it once more. When it comes to streaming and stuff, you basically can only find me here occasionally when people invite me to these, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll play games with my friends. Normally, I do film producing and news about interesting things may come soon. I actually, last week during this show on the day of, I found out our film got into Tribeca. So if anyone's in the New York area on the in June, would let me know, and I would love to have you guys come to the film. But yeah. I play the one that is no longer a villain thing. What was it called?
Reformed?
The Reformed, right. That reminds me, I should open my character sheet. Yes.
For the love of God, please open your character sheet.
Oh, and the guy's name is Khan, and Turkish name, and the hero name is Cywarp, because I got psychic powers and playing with people's emotions and minds and shit. No, actually,
Nothing will ever go wrong.
It just happens, and I'm just innocent, I guess, or no, or who knows. But fuck y'all.
Moving on up to our favorite Mr. Positivity, Marquise.
Hi, everybody. I'm Marquise, sometimes known as Barty Time Online, your internet ex-boyfriend. And I am playing Jace Joy, Mr. Brightside, the star, who just has a lot of feelings.
Sure does. And his feelings weren't used in any negative way at all last session. Also, I was waiting. I know your intro, and it's your internet ex-boyfriend. Don't worry, it was mutual, and you forgot that.
Listen.
Maybe it wasn't mutual this time.
Today,
okay?
it wasn't mutual.
Oh shit!
Okay?
What did they do?
It was amicable.
was
they
it
broke
amicable?
up with me,
Oh shit.
unfortunately.
Ooh.
So
Stream, why would you
you'll
do
have to
that?
ask them.
Wow.
Stream, what the
You
hell?
know,
Wow.
shame. You
Come
can let
on.
those mans
Wow.
slip out of your fingertips.
Wow, wow, wow,
But
wow,
yeah,
wow.
that's me.
Last but not least, our favorite Yankee Candle Store. Bees.
What's up, everybody? Sorry, having a little tech issue here because apparently Twitch and my computer want me to fight them in a back alley. But you know, it's cool. We're gonna be just chilling here, enjoying this stream. I am Big Bees, your happy, helpful harbinger of hype. I am going to be playing Ash Forest, which is a wonderful, happy little bean who just loves plants. Just loves plants, and when he gets nervous and scared, does little oopsie maybe ink, but with smells. Hopefully just all positive smells, right? Yeah, only positive.
Can't wait till he shits his pants. It'll be great.
There is a plant that smells like that, so.
I feel like there are a few.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To me, it's lavender because I'm allergic.
I know the one that V's is thinking of, though. I think.
Yeah.
Is it like one of those? Is it like one of those mushrooms that smells like decaying
It's
flesh?
this like massive like
The corpse flower.
yeah that.
Oh yes, the one that smells like decaying flesh. Yes. Anyway, I already introduced myself, but I am Sanctum. I am your game master or man in the chair, and I am so excited to jump into the quick recap we have for tonight. So, last week we saw 4 of our 5 heroes traversing Remembrance Day, a day where all of New Atlantis takes time to remember when Jason killed all of his friends and why you should never trust superheroes and how they're just gonna hurt us and that we need to be the people in charge and not supers because we can't trust them. Through multiple different class periods, we saw everyone's interactions with Remembrance Day, some nonchalant, some a little more passionate, until our team was summoned back to the underground, a secret hiding place where the GPS or SMS trackers that are located on all supers cannot track. They went to the underground to find their 2 mentors, which is Queen Bee and Scuttle, who is just gross. They had a conversation about their first ever mission, which didn't quite end as well as the group may had hoped. Maybe perhaps ending in a giant tree in the middle of downtown, and Kit overexerting herself to the point of passing out. As they kind of went along their way, they returned to school for a pep rally. Rah rah shishkumba, you should join Aegis pep rally. As the demonstration was occurring, one of the SMS bracelets on the art teacher went off. The art teacher was immediately apprehended, but with some quick and chaotic thinking from Cywarp, using some emotions of our lovely friends, changed that around. They decided instead that this is not a good thing. This is actually pretty shameful, and we should just let her go. The 2 individuals, Ash and Jace, who got their emotions completely pulled from them, got to feel completely numb for a second. Bees is very excited about something. As we faded out last week, I believe, Jace, you were walking down the hall as everything was going to hell in a handbasket. We open our scene, though, with Kit. Annabelle, you are laying in bed. Kind of like one of those throbbing headaches, as though, like, kind of if Annabelle would know, which of course she wouldn't, like a hangover, where kind of everything hurts to move.
Yeah, I totally don't.
She has no idea. Light is spicy, sound is spicy, everything, movement is spicy. As your eyes kind of peel open, you can see the sun streaming in through the window. It seems to be mid-afternoon. You must have slept through school. You must have been asleep. But your door is open. You can hear like the gentle pitter-patter of one of your moms downstairs. You don't know who, but it sounds like they might be making something in the kitchen.
Okay. I think that like I don't think I realized the severity of my injuries, how badly I got hurt. So I sit up in bed, and since it's like, all right, mom, moms are like probably making pancakes. I usually like chocolate chips, so they're probably adding that. I think that Kit just sits up and starts braiding her hair and puts in like I think the first thing is she usually puts in earbuds, but usually puts in just one and starts to get like a headache. There's this really, really horrible high-pitched ringing noise that will not go away. And like Anna tries to wipe out her ears. That doesn't quite work. Goes to the shower, takes a shower, thinking, okay, maybe something like stuck in there. Nothing is working. And finally puts in both earbuds, and Samson by Regina Spektor immediately starts playing something chill, something sweet, just Pandora going on in the background. And I think she goes into the kitchen, starts braiding her hair, and just says, "Hey, mom,
Your mom is
well,
cooking pancakes as you described.
are you adding chocolate chips?"
You just hear a chuckle. Your mom is so gorgeous. Like, she is just this tall, beautiful, redheaded woman. Think
I aspire to be her.
the mayor's assistant in Powerpuff Girls. That kind of level of just like gorgeous woman as she like turns around and looks at you, chuckles, and holds up a bag of chocolate chips to answer your question.
Okay, can I help?
She laughs and is like, "Yeah, did you want to say something though?"
Yeah, I read up on something recently, and I think that I may have woken up with some symptoms that are resembling tinnitus.
Ooh.
So just like high-pitched ringing noise won't go away. I took a shower. I tried cleaning out my ears. Nothing's. I've got my earbuds in, so yay. But also, like, should we set up an appointment? Or
Yes.
something?
Were you doing anything like with loud noises? Were you and your brother working on something without ear protection? Was there anything that you could think of that could have started
Um,
it?
I had an accident the other day. I was working with a few of the other engineers. So it was mainly me and Ernesto. So while we were working on one of the newer suits, um, you know, just accident,
Did you
it
forget to
happened.
wear ear protection?
Stop. No, maybe.
Anna.
Look, we may or may not have had a boombox on. And it was really good. I didn't know where my earbuds were. Okay, I'm sorry.
She just laughs and like takes a pancake that's been cooling a little bit with her hand and just like kind of chucks it in your general direction to catch. I will schedule something.
And immediately like tries to grab a plate but can't, and grabs a paper towel, but not the paper towel, just like the whole roll, and then scoop grabs it. Like, it's not in any way graceful, but it's Anna. So
I will make a doctor's appointment. You just take care of yourself. Seemed
Thanks.
like you were not feeling good at all this morning.
No, I mean, I had a rough time the other day, but like it's mainly a few bruises. I'm really fine, and all the while like Anna is trying to figure out how much of the fight she can remember, and like is having a really difficult time. Like I don't know how much Annabelle remembers.
I would like you
Of the
to roll
actual
to
fight.
directly engage a threat, and we can tell you.
I hate that. What a great way to start.
Yeah, roll plus
okay.
danger.
Roll dice with friends. How long has it been?
You can also use real dice if you have clickety clacks you'd rather use.
I will get clickety clacks in a minute. For now, I'm just going to use this because it's what's readily available. All right, 2d6. Oh, well, that's for. This is directly engage a threat. You
Yes,
said?
it is.
Great. Let me look at my character sheet and just see.
Panic
like,
if there's something that can help. Yeah.
Panic to see if anything can help me. What stats am I looking to add to
Danger.
that?
Is there a minus?
No.
Is it a minus? Please tell me it's a minus.
No, my document didn't save any of my highlights for my scores, so I don't know.
Real.
I feel like my danger is probably pretty goddamn
I
low.
think
I'm
the
just gonna
So
say
I'm
your
that.
almost
stats, I
positive.
I think
believe, you start off
your
the same
stats
as
are the same as
mine.
yours with like one exception, I think.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be a 0.
Okay, so 0. So
Okay.
4.
Cool. So mark experience or whatever you call it
Hey.
in this game. I don't remember what
Potential.
it's called. Potential.
I've got potential. That's so great.
As you kind of focus in on what happened, immediately the tinnitus gets 40 times worse. Like, you can feel your brain vibrating with the tinnitus as you try and recall any amount of what occurred. All you fully remember is you showed up with your brother, and then you woke up in bed. Anything more than you are trying to push for causes you excruciating pain.
And I think at first that is really scary, and I think the pain probably translates into like nausea, dizziness.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Annabelle probably just like not quite passes out, but starts to lose it and goes down to the ground before catching. And then on the ground is like, Mom, I think that something more might be wrong. But
Okay.
and then like pauses, and rather than saying, "Hey, I need help," is an idiot and thinking like a scientist, because that is what engineers and listen, we have parents who are a molecular biologist and like a like a nuclear physicist, you
Mhm.
know, like we're in that kind of family. So I kind of feel like I have to test it. I want to see if I can get anything else.
Okay.
It's gonna suck, but I just for a moment I want to test.
All right, go ahead and roll to directly engage a threat again.
Great. Have I mentioned I hate that?
A little bit, maybe once or twice.
That's a 6?
6 is still a
Still
failure.
a failure.
So go ahead and mark
Great.
potential again. You're doing great for your potential track.
I'm
As you're
doing so great.
kind of sitting there very dazed, your mom is like holding you up physically. Like, your body is about to go limp noodle style straight onto the ground. And your mom's like holding you up, being like, what the fuck is wrong? Because very clearly her daughter is very not like in danger, not doing well. And as you like go to say like, I think something else happened, you just pass the fuck out again. The tinnitus overtakes your body, and it's like one of those really cinematic where like it's tinnitus and then the screen fades to black, as you are just knocked out again.
Yep. Where do I wake up?
In your mother's like basement lab,
Great.
they have
Oh, no.
kind of like, they just put you in a bed right now. Like, they haven't hooked you up to anything
You
to your
just take me
knowledge.
to my bed.
But they've put you downstairs, in her, and that is, it's been something very,
Mom!
very familiar in your childhood. Anytime you or your brother complained that you were sick, instead of letting you have the run of the whole house, y'all were like put in their basement to like be like, oh, you're sick, you're gonna be fucking bored and sick, and like make you lay downstairs in the basement.
It's called a quarantine, all right?
That is,
Labs
yeah, it's
have sanitation procedure.
and like there's stuff to
But it tracks.
there's stuff to still do. There's plenty of books for you to read. It's not like you were like entirely bored, but it's more so like, I don't know if any of other
Yeah.
people's parents have done that, where it's like, you're not allowed to fucking watch TV if you're sick. You're gonna be sick, bitch. So kind of that is every time, no matter how sick you were, anything like that, your ass ended up in the basement. There's technically 3 cots down there, but your ass is in the basement. And just, it's very cold, very clinical, very like just white wall situation. Books and fun, gadgets and gizmos aplenty, but you are in the basement.
Gizmos plenty. No, I
You're
think
welcome.
that thank you. I think that in that case, she is used to this, and that mom fully canonical. Of just Jesus Christ, you didn't have to panic. Are there at least the chocolate chip pancakes? Please
Yes,
tell me
there's
left.
chocolate chip
Good.
pancakes, and then there's like a Pedialyte, and also a Gatorade, and also water.
I'm gonna go over and there's an intercom, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
Hey mom. I know that Pedialyte was a thing when I was a kid. Can I just have some 2% milk with the pancake? Because that would be so great. I'll drink the Gatorade, I promise, but please.
There's no response, but like there's a dumb waiter that just slowly comes down from the kitchen, opens up, and there's a glass of milk for you.
Thank you. And this is completely normal and like
Yeah.
completely loving.
Yes.
But completely normal.
Normal, yeah.
And I think normal. And I think that I start working on what to me is like a crafting project. So I'm like braiding my hair and then go in to start working on one of my devices. But have you ever seen those things that look like Wall-E but they're desk robots?
Yes, and I love them, and they're so cute.
And basically that's what Kit is working on is a
Oh.
modified version of that that's also like a little like robot / dog, so giving it almost like Trico-esque features when it comes to behavior. So is working on the AI for that. So I think like is working on this little project, hand painting as if it's a D&D mini, and has music playing in the background. So I know that I'm not doing well, and okay, I guess I have like selective amnesia. I need to just face that fact and move on. But I think that the entire scene, music reverberates and completely takes it over because this is now her life of, okay, I guess I just have to not think about it and listen to music to drown it out. And that's my first scene.
As we jump to the school with chaos afoot, Dev, you get a ping. Kit is awake.
I think he fully drops his phone out of like, oh, yeah, that's even better. Just like throws it, like
Panic
I feel like we're
throws.
being led, yeah, we're
Aren't
being
you
led through the
numb
hallway.
right now? Why are you anxious?
It like fully snaps, like, cause yes, I was 100, like I had my like deep, just like dark sense of shame taken away, and this like shocks me back into something, and it's just like the chemicals in the brain are just like, so
Did you
yeah.
do that whole goddamn thing?
What?
Apparently I was muted from my goddamn stream.
Oh
During
no!
all that roleplay. No. All right, y'all should go watch the RF Chaos VOD because I swear that shit fucking slapped.
It was great! What the
All right,
fuck?
start it over
Right,
from
Yeah.
the top.
Anyway,
Start it
Welcome to
back.
Hero Complex. No.
Yeah.
Girls tried to get my
Anyway.
attention. That's on me. I'm sorry. Anyway, but yes, go
Oh my
watch the
goodness.
pod. I'll get the audio in this and edit it. Anyway,
The look of horror in all of our collective streamers' faces when you said that, you could see everyone's heart fucking break as you're like, my audio wasn't on.
it's fine.
We're great. We're doing great. Anyway,
It's not fine, but it's fine.
Rob,
Incredible.
what is Dev doing besides chucking his phone probably into the crowd of people who are at Disease?
Yeah, I think 100% the next little bit of the scene is Dev like, sorry, I'm so sorry, and like fully gets like, is like gonna appear out the other side of the crowd with like a couple bruises and like his phone, and we'll just instantly call Annabelle.
All right. You get a little ring, Annabelle.
And I answer the phone while I'm braiding my hair. Hello,
Annie, hey, hi,
Hey.
how you doing?
Quincy. Why are you freaking out? What's up?
Were you well, you didn't seem like you were doing too hot in this morning, and
Yeah, no, mom's freaking the fuck out about it. I don't know about
mom,
don't
yeah,
mama, but like mom is
okay, are you in
losing
panic
her
room?
shit. Don't remind me.
Okay,
I've got
well, that's
Ocarina of Time, so like that's good. But
oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how you doing? Are you doing better? You feel better? Worse?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to fill me in on some stuff. So
Mhm.
I'm like 99.9% sure mom doesn't want to admit it. So are you ready for like the list of symptoms and illnesses that I seem to have now? Because it's fun. It's a doozy.
Okay. All right. Are we talking? Are we talking like syllabus or like one of those like medical commercial side effect warnings?
Side effect.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right.
No, all of them. It's like think new drug pharmaceutical trial kind of thing of I don't know everything.
Mm.
So okay. We've got tinnitus, that's fun and exciting.
Mm.
Hence and then switches on to video, hence the earbuds. And
Right.
shows
Good. Yes.
yeah. Great. So I've got that. Let me see. By the way, I've been getting so much Dodie today and it fucking slaps. I'm not gonna lie. Um, then let's see. Selective amnesia. So every time that I
Okay.
try and think about the last thing that we did, you know,
Mm-hmm.
my brain decides that it wants to murder me and
Oh.
drag me from being fucking passed out. I'm not kidding.
Oh.
Uh,
The 1-2 punch. Got it. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna put that. That's what I'm putting it in the note as 1-2 punch
tried to
hyphen
make the
memory.
excuse that I was working with Ernesto, but like I think that I've made that excuse one too many times, and he's just
Yeah,
getting annoyed. But
I'm surprised mom hasn't talked to Ernesto, like told him off at this point. Uh,
he's my
but
dude. Chill. Don't be a narc.
no, I'm just no. You've used the excuse sometimes. I'm worried that mom's gonna like sit him down at some point.
No, okay. I'll cover for him. I'll
Yeah.
apologize. It's me. Um, but yeah, so I've got that. Um, I don't know. I haven't really tested a lot of other stuff. I don't know. You get that feeling at the beginning of an experiment where you don't actually have any kind of concrete evidence to the fact, but something just feels off. Like you can tell something's coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I'm really curious. I don't think it's like a panic room worthy, but
Well,
Hey, Dev,
it almost never is. Yeah.
roll to assess the situation for me.
I'd love to.
It's plus superior.
Yeah, well, that's a 5 plus 2 plus 1 from the stream, so that will be an 8.
Okay. You get to ask 2 questions about the current situation that you want to know the answer to.
Yeah, do I know how I can does just Quincy know how he can resolve this, or is this something that is throwing him for a loop?
He can resolve it, but it requires
Mhm.
extensive care.
Okay. Okay. And I guess my other question would be Do I think do I think that those memories are gone?
Yes, you think the
Okay.
part of Kit's brain that currently stores the memory, i.e., the hippocampus, is probably injured in some way to create some kind of temporary amnesia. More likely
Mhm.
retrograde than interrograde because she can now remember what's happening to her. It just seems to be a short spurt of retrograde amnesia.
Okay. Yeah, sounds like we're dealing with some obviously some retrograde amnesia.
yeah, yeah, that's what I said.
But um
I
you
mean, I
know
didn't use the exact term, but like, come on, dude.
Sorry. Yeah. Well, well, it's been an interesting day at school, as well, and we have a couple things related to our extracurricular activities.
Yeah, Kit, in the background of this call,
Today.
you can hear like a lot of like screaming, and a fire alarm is going off, and like it's just the sound of people moving. There's unrest in the background of this phone call. Something is very clearly going on.
Is that
Yeah.
like a code yellow situation of something's wrong, but it's fine? Or like, should I be worried?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll call it Code Yellow.
Okay,
It's
well, then,
it's
I
been
mean,
a weird
I think
weird
unless it was like code
afternoon.
black, mom wouldn't let me out anyway, but
That's so true. Oh my gosh. Okay. Um. Yeah, so I'm gonna I'll update you about after school stuff, but I guess I'll do some digging and see what we can do about all that, and see if we can maybe help.
Yeah, just see if you can like grab my homework too, if you can. I don't
Oh,
want to
I
get too
already
far
did that. You know
behind.
that. Come on.
Thank you. You're the best.
Yeah.
Well, I just like I'm so used to just being able to do it at home and like
Yeah,
I already
it's
missed the
so
first day.
inconvenient, right?
I know, but I'm sure I'll be back in a few days. I doubt that they're gonna let me out in at least a few though. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
we'll.
no, go. I don't want to keep you too long, okay?
Okay. Well, let me know if anything changes, and if there's anything you need, and I know how to hack into the dumbwaiter, so.
Uh yeah, if they try to send me Pedialyte one more time, I might scream.
Wait,
I've
I thought I threw those out. She must have.
Yeah, no,
She had to
same.
go out and buy more because I made
Yep.
sure there wasn't any
Mhm.
more in the
Yeah,
house.
no. Hey,
Like the
have
last
we
time.
mentioned fucking insane when it comes to getting sick? Ooh,
my
okay.
gosh.
Tick Tick Boom just came on, so I'm gonna listen to this, but
All
I'll
right.
talk to you later.
All right. I love you.
All right, love you. Bye.
Bye.
As you hang up
Bye.
the phone, Mr. Brightside, where'd you go to? Where'd you head off to, buddy?
He can't. Gosh, he can't do anything around school anymore. He's too strong. Shoot. I think that at this point, he probably just like heads home.
Okay.
Just like takes that long walk of like murderous zen until finally like emotions pop back in for him, just slowly coming back to him. But yeah, he just like takes the long and lonely walk home.
And describe his home. What is he? Is there someone home for him, or is he home alone? Describe his home.
Yeah. So you probably just see this. I don't. You might think of like a picturesque suburban home, but it's just like a one-story home. Well-maintained lawn. There's obviously a lot of care and love that has gone into how the house presents. And then when he goes inside, there is still the signs of struggle that happened on the day his parents were taken. The couch is tipped over and smashed, tables broken, glass shattered. None of that has ever been touched. And he walks past all of that into the kitchen, just to like, yeah, he just gets to get a drink of like, we'll just say water, because he's not that kind of person. He would have not kept alcohol, or at least his aunt would not have allowed him to keep it.
Fair.
If he's gonna stay here by himself. So he's just kind of in the kitchen just drinking water, just really going over that day over and over in his head of when his powers awoke for the first time and how bad it's been emotionally since.
As you're kind of sitting there ruminating, you hear your computer bling. Some notification has popped up on your computer.
We'll immediately go on over to it. I imagine he probably just like has like a laptop down here and a desktop upstairs, just so he can never be without very far away. But he just like slides into the table and just like turns it on. And where's this notification from?
It is a comment on the most recent blog post that was written.
Oh yeah. What does it say?
With that, I need the context of what blog post probably would have been written at this point.
I would probably have to say that the last blog post would be something. Yeah, it would actually be the mask.
Okay, so as we see this blog post of a picture of Mr. Brightside's mask, we see a couple of like handfuls of comments being like, "Oh my god, that's so cool," and then someone else is like, "Cosplay?" question mark. And then this newest notification is nothing but hate. this newest notification, because we are indeed on Remembrance Day, is basically the equivalent of "I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna kill you, and kill your mom" situation, because the internet is so nice. What would you do?
He begins. His hand starts shaking. I think at first, because what he desperately wants to do is to type to this person his exact address. Just be like, please come and make my day. But that is not what his blog is about. So he takes one centering breath, and it becomes like this like longer message of feigned sincerity and generosity, compassion for this person, that, you know, the internet should not be a place where we spew such violence towards each other, towards people we probably don't even know. That if we're going to, you know, spend our time doing anything, it should be hopefully uplifting the people around us. And if they're not around, well, uplifting the people on the other side of the screen.
Okay. As you post that, there's no current response. But kind of looking through your past blog posts, you are seeing an increased number of people very interested in what you are doing. You've been cryptic enough for people to not fully know what exactly this is, but you've been slowly integrating more and more, "Hey motherfuckers, I'm a hero," into your blog posts. And you can see, as time has gone on, it seems like people are catching on and people are supportive, which is something you might not have considered they would be, especially with the rhetoric going around New Atlantis.
I can only hope. I'm like, okay, we just have to keep the community very just tuned in, focused, keep pruning out the bad seeds, and just lots of love. But I think at that point he's going to just say, wait until tomorrow morning. A ray of sunshine is going to come for you all.
Menacing positivity. I love it.
I meant to say come to you all.
Okay, there you go. Come for you, bitch.
Four is, yeah, I realized, wait, no, 4 is menacing to
Yeah,
you.
it sounded like, all right, my sunshine's gonna wreck your ass. Like, that's what it sounded like.
Get your
So,
ass ready for some
just
sunshine.
throwing that out there,
4
yeah.
and 2 different words. Yes, to you all.
All right, jumping back to Cywarp, and I believe Ash, you're also still in the main gymnasium as things are going off. What are you two doing? It's still chaos. People are pushing each other, people are falling to the floor. It is like turned into a full riot.
I'm just sitting back enjoying the show. Yeah,
What a little shit.
I'm glad that I've started this little riot for the sake of our art teacher. I'm also trying to pay attention how long this like rage and anger for this injustice kind of lasts, especially since everyone were basically brainwashed into thinking the other way before. So it's also kind of a bit of an experiment. And but like I'm chuckling while I'm watching it, and but also then realizing people might be watching. But yeah, I'm just trying to observe everything. And also, is our teacher safe now?
Well, she
Or
was
what is
taken
her-
to the back to like get medical care because she was tased the shit out of. So she was removed to like the auxiliary gym to take a moment.
Ooh. Also, what are the Aegis people's state is like? Are they like regretful of what they did? Because I tried to make them believe that the device was wrong. Like,
Well,
will they leave her alone later, or will
currently,
they?
they're in panic mode because there's a bunch of teenagers trying to wreck Aegis's shit right now. So they don't have much more thought than what the fuck is happening, what the fuck is with these kids, you know, keep our spokesperson safe.
Hmm. It also might be a good idea for me to get out of there because they just might know me. So, I'll just watch for a little bit and then I'll try to find an art teacher.
Ash, what about you?
Question.
Answer.
I'm still affected by the
You're still numb.
numbing.
Yep.
I'm still numb.
Unless you think a new emotion has taken over.
No.
Because it was sadness at first that was taken from you. So if you don't think a new emotion has taken over the place of sadness, you don't have it.
I think like the sadness and fear that he started to build up is now negated and gone. So he just kind of like looks at everything, stands up, turns and starts walking towards the exit. But one thing about Ash is that Ash is used to like bobbing and weaving around people, being timid, making sure to, oh, no, go ahead. This time he just puffs out his chest and walks straight. And if somebody is in the way, he just shoulder checks them. And if anybody says something, it's probably going to be a bad time.
You get a couple of like
Brightside special.
Yeah.
You do get a couple of like dirty looks, but like everyone is so encapsulated with what they are doing. Like they are trying to get out. It's not necessarily anyone like specifically calling you out for your shit, but more just like sending a dirty look and then continuing on their way.
Yeah, and like if anybody tries to get past him, he will like actively shove them away from him because he is making his way to the botany club and like damned be anything in his way.
You are successful to make it to the botany club. Is there anything in particular you're doing there, or?
I think am I still under the effects right now?
Until you decide a new emotion has taken over. So if you think calming because you would be in the botany club, you can remove this numbness. So whenever you think Ash would feel an emotion other than sadness.
Okay. I think he would start heading menacingly towards one of the plants, and then after like being in that room and being so, that's his place of zen, that's his calming area. So I think that would start to overtake and fill in for that lack of emotion, and then he'll just like blink a few times, look around, realize where he is, and then look, is anybody else in this room?
No, the fire alarm's going off, so most people have left.
Gotcha. So yeah, at this point, I think he would walk back to the door, lock it, pull down the curtains, like the shades for all the windows, and I think at this point he would just kind of like sit in the middle of the room, like sit cross-legged, and then put his hands on the ground and close his eyes. And as he's concentrating, he wants to send out like small I guess the best way to put it is like roots to all the other plants, just so he can get communication, find out how they're doing, see what they need, and just really just catch up, make sure everything's fine with the plant.
Hey buddies. Just specifically in the room, or are you trying to connect to every single plant? Out
No,
there
just in the room.
Okay.
Just in the room.
I'm like, bitch, you're gonna try and get every plant? Yeah. They're all happy. They're all content. Well watered, well
Try
taken
and
care of.
get every plant, Anna. What are you saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Anna's like, you want to take all the
plant.
plants over in the world? No, I just want the room.
Listen, I don't know. We've already dealt with someone stealing people's emotions and giving them to someone else. I don't know what you want. Anyway, all of the plants in the room are fine. They're content. One seems to be a little overpruned, and that's one that you kind of gave leeway to one of the other members to kind of take control of, and immediately kind of hit you like, I shouldn't have fucking done that. It's not like devastating or anything, but one of them is just like, is it too much?
Yeah, I want to pump a little of my energy into it to help it grow, like accelerate its growth.
Yeah, this kind of like,
because I don't like,
this like, it almost like spiders out like a web of like green light that fleshes around to make a new leaf, to kind of cap off the ends of the leaves as it's like forming straight through, and then you can kind of feel this like release, or this like pressure relief coming from that plant, as though it is no longer uncomfortable.
I would like to communicate to it that, don't worry, I won't leave you in their hands anymore.
And you just get like this little voice in the back of your head saying, "Thank you."
Yeah, so I'll just hang out in the room with all my little buds, and yeah, that's it. Just kind of meditate, really.
So much peaceful, calming. Sinan, as Cywarp goes into the auxiliary gym, the art teacher has been left alone, kind of laying on the bleachers. You can see she's awake, she's dazed. She probably isn't paying attention to you or understanding who you are or if there's anyone in the room.
So she's basically very out of it.
She got tased like 4 times, dude. She's not having a good time.
That's fair. I'm just like worried that at one point Aegis is gonna like suddenly take her away. So I was kind of, I don't know if there's any way I can help. Wait. Was our access to the underground like close to here, or
You have one that's
no?
pretty close to the school.
All right. Well, I guess. As I know how Aegis
How Aegis works, yeah.
how Aegis works, what is the likelihood that they will go after her after this, or they will like it is? I guess I'll call our message our people on the downstairs.
So the 2 adults, or are you messaging all of the other of your team?
I'm trying to figure out if who is more likely to be able to help with this, but it's probably the underground, not my what was her name?
The Golden Prophet.
Yeah, the Golden Prophet. I'll just start our the adults downstairs. I'll just message them.
What do you say?
Hey, how's it going? We might have our art teacher might need some help disappearing. Is there something we could do for her? There's a riot going on in school, so it's might be good time to get someone out.
You're just gonna message back in all caps, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. I just, sparked the flames of anger and rebellion. It's people. It's
You
oppression
what?
breeds resentment.
Yeah, just another you what in all caps.
Uh, hey, okay, they didn't see it was me. There's a big riot going on. No one's gonna notice. Just can we help this art teacher? What was her name?
I don't think I gave her a name. I don't remember. I think
She helped me
I just said
find
the art
my
teacher.
voice through paintings. Okay.
Lore drop. Okay.
The art teacher just became very important.
Yeah,
and
like
the
wildly
name
important. I
is-
love
I'm
it.
writing this down right now.
You get another message back from Queen Bee, and it's just like ellipses, and then it's the the iPhone ellipses, and then it goes away, and then the ellipses, and then it goes away, and then the ellipses, and then it goes away for like 2 full minutes. Like you can tell this woman is struggling to figure out, and then you just get a message: how conscious is she?
Pretty out of it. I I think I could help her walk to the access point. I think.
You get a message that says fine with like a period, and then another message after that says if something goes wrong, this is on you.
I don't respond. No, I respond. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye. All right. So you're gonna try and sneak her out of
Hey,
the.
Mrs. Unnamed but important art teacher.
Well,
that
she's
helped me
important to
find
you.
my
You get to
voice
name her
through
now.
Painting. Can you hear me?
Well, you get to name her because you made her that important. Now she's no longer unnamed art teacher. Now you have to name her.
What's her name?
I don't know. Normally, if I had time, I'd be looking at Google name generators. I'll just call her Mrs. Art for now.
That's
Mrs.
so
Mix
bad.
Mallory is what popped in my head.
Mix Mallory? I like that.
Mix Mallory.
Miss Mallory, what's up? Hi. I think they wanna like get you out of here and arrest you and shit. Are you able to like walk?
Why do I feel like I need to roll to figure out if she freaks the fuck out? That's not how this game works, but I feel like I need to. Can you... I would have you roll to comfort or support, but nothing you said was comforting nor supporting.
Fine. I'll try to use my powers
No, hold on.
to
I'll let you...
trigger rage in her to get her up.
Well, I was gonna give you the choice. What you said is fine. You can choose to comfort or support, but I'll make it a -1 because what you said was not comforting. Or you can choose to provoke her into action.
I'm gonna try to provoke her into action.
Okay.
What
So
was
go
her
ahead.
name again?
Mix Mallory.
Miss Mallory, the fucking Aegis is here to get you arrested and take you away, and take away your voice, your important voice that has healed so many kids. We need you. Get the fuck up. Come on.
Go ahead and roll plus
This
superior.
school is revolting for you, and you're lying in bed doing nothing. Get the fuck up.
Roll plus
Sinan.
superior.
Sinan, maybe it's a
Oh my
cultural
God.
difference. Are you allowed to cuss at your teachers in Turkey? I'm so
Sometimes.
confused.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
This
It
is a
depends.
17-year-old
It
kid.
depends if it
Get
depends
the
if
fuck
it's like,
up!
It's
Well,
like,
This
first
would
of
be
all,
like
smack,
getting
how dare you talk to me this way?
suspended. Yeah, like
Instant
well,
fuck.
maybe I'm trying to piss her off. You know,
That's true.
also fuck rules. But yeah, wait. What was I rolling?
Plus superior.
And 1d10, right?
2d6.
With the 2d10.
2d6
is
plus
the-
superior.
Right. Sorry, keep forgetting.
You're good.
Oh shit. That is a 9 plus superior. 10.
All right, so she rises to the bait and does what you want. She will get up. She is very dazed. She cannot walk a straight line. But she's up. She's mad. But she is up.
I'm sorry for cussing. Apparently, it's a no-no. But let's go. And I try to lead her towards where I know she can access the underground. And if there's any, are there any Aegises around?
No, they're still the 4 of them, 5 of them technically, are still dealing with the kids.
All right, great. I might just, yeah. All right, well, let's go. I guess
right.
it's a clear line.
You bring her down into the underground. It is empty. Queen Bee is not there. Scuttle is not there. You have just this person alone in basically a safe house. She is still dazed. She is definitely not all here.
Well, I guess you should just like lie on that couch. There's some chips I got from the vending machine and a soda if you need it. They should know you're here, so I should get up and yeah, fight the power.
I love it.
Bye.
She lays down on this ratty old sofa. Like, I'm talking like green room in the back of a high school theater sofa. Like that level of gross. As she like lays there, you can see she just falls back into unconsciousness as you awkwardly leave.
On is
what was-
Bruno Madrigal.
What was the name of the name of the two adults? I should note these down. I'm so sorry, but
Queen Bee and
the-
Scuttle are the
Queen
two.
Bee, right? I messaged Queen Bee and I'm like, she's safe. She might need some medical help and stuff, but I don't think anyone saw us. Yay for helping people, because that's what heroes are about, right? Question mark, question mark, question mark. You don't need some dumb teenager to teach to remind you what it's all about or whatever. Sorry for being. Never mind. No, sorry. Help her.
Yeah, Sinan slipping back into Sinan, which is, I'm so sorry!
I'm like, you were so bad, like
I'm
last
getting
session,
back-
and now you're just.
I know. I need to get.
It's
I
the sleep
just- I just
deprivation,
flew
that's why.
back.
Yeah.
I just had
It's a sleep
got off
deprivation.
on like a 9-hour flight. I need to just get into the mode.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, fucking help her, okay? Come on. Remember your old hero days, Queen Bee. What kind of a queen leaves her people?
You don't get a response from her, but all of you on your phones get a message of coordinates and a time to meet. It is in the middle of the downtown park at 11:53 at night tonight.
Do I have time to go visit the Golden Prophet?
Oh
so
yeah, no,
she's
it's
not,
like
mad at me.
it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, dude. You can go.
Awesome.
But
And then I'll head
first,
there.
Ash, it's about time you head home, buddy. Don't you think?
Do I have to?
It's about time you head home, buddy.
But do I have to?
You do have a curfew.
Then yeah, I guess I have to.
What
So
what
I
does
go to
everyone
my
see?
lovely
Yeah.
happy house.
What does everyone see? This lovely happy house.
So, like you see Ash get up, and it's just the calmest ever, and actually like looks happy, and then an alarm goes off on his phone, and he looks down, and that happiness is just instantly drained away, and he kind of looks very similar to when his emotions were drained, but there is just a heavy defeated look once he looks at the watch. And so he like goes back, unlocks the door, lifts all the shades so the plants have plenty of light, and then like opens the door, looks back one last time, kind of sighs, and then heads back out, closes the door, and starts his trudge home.
And trudge it is.
Yes. So as he gets there, you see this it kind of looks like a abandoned school or a hospital. It's just got that really old ratty looking like orange brick, and it has the two it has like that mini archway pointed roof with the two columns coming down in front of it, and at the top it says, oh my god, I forgot the name of it. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Did you actually name it?
Yes,
Oh.
I did.
I don't remember the name.
It is in my notes. There we go. It says Madame Gertrude's Home for Wayward Youths. And yeah, he just like looks up at the sign, looks at the front door, and just takes a deep breath, walks in, opens the door. It's just like this. The bricks are like a rusted kind of orange color. And all the windows, all the windows are outlined in black, and the door itself is black with a like a gold handle. So as soon as you open it up, it looks like it's going to be fancy inside, but you probably get a good, I want to say 15-20 feet of like just presentable, just gracious looking house. And then that leads to like as you walk in, you get that 20 feet, and then it leads to two spiral staircases that go up. And in front of those, like at the end of the carpet where the staircases lead out, there's a door. And that door is just solid black, and the doorknob itself is silver. And everyone knows that is Madame Gertrude's office. The stairs lead up to all the different rooms around there. To the left, there's a hallway that leads down towards where everybody eats, and to the right is a hallway that leads down to all the different recreational activities that are allowed.
Yeah, recreation.
During free time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a prison yard. That's not what that is.
Nope. Not at all. Not at all. So he just walks in, looks around, doesn't see anyone, and makes just a beeline up the stairs and tries to get up there without catching any attention from anyone. So I do that, right?
Sure, yeah. As you beeline up the stairs,
Yay.
you are greeted by the youngest in the household. Her name is Janice. She's approximately 5. She comes to like maybe your thigh. She has 2 like really dirty blonde pigtails. Dirty blonde in the sense that that is the color, but also physical dirt. She is wearing like very clearly hand-me-down clothes. They are 4 sizes too big for this poor little girl's frame. And she kind of like looks up at you with like her big doe eyes, and she's like, "You're in trouble." I could hide you, but then I would be in trouble.
No. What you can do is hide my really special friend. Can you do that for me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And he's gonna reach in his pocket and just like grab one of the seeds and grow a small lilac flower and then just like hand it to her.
I love that. She grabs it and she like her eyes light up because I wanted to add the detail that on the outside of this building there are gorgeous, what should be gorgeous, like creeping ivy. It is dead. It is just every plant in the front yard is completely just dead. It looks like it is the middle of winter. It is not the middle of winter. But every plant on the outside, I don't think this little girl has ever seen a plant grow. So she like grabs it. She's really excited, and she just kind of like starts running, and then she stops, and then she turns around, and then she looks at you and goes, "Good luck," and then she runs away.
She says what?
"Good luck," and then she runs
Oh,
away.
good luck. Okay.
You
yeah,
know
I
when you're in
just-
trouble, you have to go into Madame Gertrude's office.
Yep. So he like smiles as she runs off. He loves her to death. And you know, he's like, "Oh, well, at least I got to do that. Let's see what fun awaits me." And starts making his way back, like doesn't even drop his stuff off, just just goes and has to, regardless of what's happening, has to knock 3 times and wait to be let in.
So you knock 3 times, and the door ceremoniously unlocks, and then it slowly creaks open, as though someone opened the door. But as you enter this room, it is a long, like intimidating, just room to a singular chair at a desk, and
Mhm.
Madame Gertrude is sitting there already waiting for you, as though she never even unlocked the door. She looks at you. She is a sharp woman. All of her features are sharp. Her angles are sharp. Her look is sharp. Her words are sharp. She is not a nice woman. She's never been a nice woman. Actually, that's not true. She's a nice woman when social services comes around to check out the house.
Mhm.
Then she's
Oh, yeah.
amazing. Any other
Yeah.
time, she's absolutely not. We'd put her in like
Hannigan.
pretty much. We'd put her
Mhm.
in her like early 60s, where she's graying, but she's been trying to kind of keep it up with hair dye, and it ain't working for her. She's wearing
Just
makeup,
random like splotches on her forehead from where it's just terribly done.
silver roots like coming down to like here
Mhm.
where it's been a really long time. And she's wearing makeup that is like far too young for her. Like we're talking like a hot red lip and a smoky eye situation where you're like, "Sweetheart, that is not your look." As she kind of glares you down, she goes, "Ashley, you're late."
He just puts his hands together in front of him, averts his eyes down, and just goes, I apologize. There was an issue at school. I do apologize.
This is the 3rd time you've been late this week. Do you have anything to say for yourself? And she kind of like leans forward antagonistically.
And like, he looks calm. He looks remorseful as he's trying to portray. But if the camera were to like pan around and like zoom in, you'll see that his hands, like one is covering the other, and underneath the hand that's underneath, excuse me, the nail is actually just digging into his hand,
Like the
almost to the point where like drawing blood, and he knows this is a trap because according to Madame Gertrude, there are no excuses. Excuses are just lies and, signs of weakness and for criminals and all sorts of. He's heard it so many times before.
She will call you a degenerate, yeah.
Oh yeah. So he just takes a breath. No, ma'am, I have no excuse.
As she like slowly brings out a book and like pages through it. You know this book. This is the book of punishments. She has like an
Mhm.
encyclopedia of different punishments she has around this household. And it is never the punishment fits the crime. Quite frankly, it's so she starts at the front where the punishment does fit the crime and goes up 2 or 3 levels to make sure you would never do it again. So she kind of is fingering through this leaflet as she's like talking to herself a little bit, and then she's like, late. Ah, yes. And then she like finds her appropriate punishment and just chuckles a little bit to herself, and she kind of like tries to catch herself under her breath to be like, that wasn't what I was
He's
doing. Absolutely.
everything he can to not roll his eyes.
Your punishment is you have a choice. Miraculously, she likes to give you the options of how you wish to suffer because again, it's she wants you to, learn. If you have the option to choose, it's helpful. You can either have a curfew of now 1:30 in the afternoon, which is in the middle of your school day and utterly fucking ridiculous, setting you up to fail, or you can choose to go without dinner for 3 nights.
I would in learning the error of my ways, I do not wish to repeat my crime, man. So I will I think a proper punishment is for me to suffer without dinner for 3 nights to properly learn the error of my ways for not repeat this offense.
She nods and then just kind of like does a little hand signal to turn you and send you out of the room.
I nod and just like in just a military fashion, just turn on my heel and walk out. Yeah, and I will walk out, and no one ever has to close the door. The moment you walk out, the door just closes on its own.
Yeah, it's creepy.
And it's almost like a crisp kind of close, like it has a little attitude, but it's never at the point where it slams. It's,
No, it's
right
right on
there
the
where
cusp.
it wants to. Yeah.
It's right where like you would slam it as a teenager because you knew you would get in trouble if you actually slammed your door, so you did it with a little
Mhm.
sass. It's that. As you
Yep.
come out, you see Janice, who has like fully peeked her head around the corner of her room, and it's just like eyes up. Like it's just like this much as she's looking at you. Her braids are hanging down because her head's off to the side as she's looking. And then she quickly like you hear a little eep, and like as she like moves back behind the door.
Uh, like he shoves his right hand into his pocket to hide the fact that it is bleeding a little bit. And he's gonna like shove all that into the deep recesses because you shove it there and forget about it. That's how you
That's how you cope with
healthily
things.
handle
Yes.
emotion.
As a
Yeah.
therapist, I
So-
so approve of this message.
So he wants to also, he doesn't want to like
Scare her.
deal with this
Yeah.
in front of her. She has enough that she has to deal with. He wants to be that sunshine she so desperately needs in her life. So he shoves it down and smiles and like does a light snap. And as he does that snap, the flower in her hand just goes, and there's like a little like poof of lilac. I said it was a lilac, right?
You said a flower, so yeah.
Yep. there you go.
You hear a squeal and a giggle from the back of her room as it just the poof, of scent as you have very clearly made her day.
Mm,
There's part of you that envies her a little bit because she is so young, but there's also part of you that knows because she's so young she doesn't go to school, so she doesn't get a break from this house. She stays here 24/7. So it's one of those moments where you're like, I don't know who has it better, and I quite honestly can't tell.
Yep.
We're gonna fast forward to 11:53. I have a question. Kid, are you trying to break out?
Honestly, no. I think that my character, I think that Annabelle loves her moms enough that like she thinks that them overreacting to things like this can be annoying, but after feeling the excruciating pain from earlier, like I actually do feel really fucking sick. And the idea of, okay, I missed most of the first day of school. Why don't I go to the end of a school day in a place I don't know while I feel like absolute garbage? That doesn't sound fun. So yeah, no, I think that Annabelle's just like working on her little robot. So thus far she has a base for it.
Were you making that while we were playing?
Yeah.
I love that. That's amazing.
But yeah, no, when I said I'm fully gonna be in character of Annabelle is always like listening to music, and if
That's
she's
amazing.
listening, she's also always doing something with her hands, like working on an invention or a craft. So expect that I'm going to be making if
I
I
love
say,
this.
oh yeah, and she's working on something, even if I'm not working on that thing, I will be working on something. So
Amazing.
yeah, I've got so far little things to put the wheels on. This is a timer that I use to help keep track of making sure I don't spend way too long working on my desk. But now
love
I'll
it.
have cute little eyes on them, and it's a little like take care of you, robot.
That's amazing.
Well, thanks, Ruby. Now I gotta go spend like $300 on plants.
Yeah, now
Exactly.
God.
I have to go in.
Get some fun fake plans.
So-
yeah, so that's what Anna's been up to.
is she
Sorry, but
sneaking
what
out
was
to meet with the team though at 11:53 at night?
Oh no, she texts when the message comes through of, hey, meet here. Anna texts back, no thanks, sick, bye. To the mentors. That's it.
When that text comes in, Dev gets an immediate text going, "Go get your sister."
Yeah, I'll message Creepy, be like, ma'am, is it mission critical? She's there? Out of curiosity?
Yes.
Oh. Um
Oh, I
Oh.
wasn't expecting that answer.
oh yeah, okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, sorry, ma'am. As most of you begin to coalesce on this park late at night, you notice very quickly that the park is usually lit, mainly to deter crime. The park is not lit tonight. It seems like a weird freak power outage or something like that. It is not out. The power is not on tonight. As you begin to all come from your separate ways into the middle of the park, you can see the main statue in the park. It is depicting, oh my fucking god,
Scripting.
Got there.
depicting a large, like, almost like amorphous creature. It is flowy. Think Dementor. Like, flowy robes, big, like, scary eyes, like, no real facial features. This is what is in the center of your city park.
No thanks.
It was placed there several days after the original attack occurred. And it simply says underneath, "Be the people." That's it. That's all it says underneath it. But as you all kind of coalesce on this spot, minus, I assume, Dev and Kit. Dev is probably still pissing himself trying to convince Kit to come. So the three of you who kind of come on to this spot don't see Queen Bee, don't see Scuttle. It's just you three and this statue.
I think no, he would have left his phone there. You'll kind of just see Mr. Brightside like looking around for a clock nearby.
I'd say there's probably a clock nearby, because you're in the middle of, like, we're thinking, like, Central Park, so you're still in a city, but it's
Right.
just so there would be a clock somewhere nearby.
Because what he ended up doing is he gave a tip-off to a photographer from the Daily Chew
Oh,
to be there at, I'm just gonna say midnight 05.
okay.
That they would get some exclusive pictures that might put them on the map.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's 11:50 right now, so you're a couple minutes early. Ash, Cywarp, what are y'all doing when you get there?
I would like to rewind for like couple minutes.
Yeah.
Before I get there, I don't just like walk out of the house.
Oh no, God no.
Yeah, no. I stop two places. The first place is Madame Gertrude, because yeah, can't have that bitch waking up.
Are you about to sleep powder her?
What? No. So he
You're just gonna
grabs
oddish her?
his hand.
He's gonna just
He,
oddish
like,
her.
He takes a couple seeds, puts them in his hand, and like presses them together, and it starts to grow. It starts to grow a small little bundle of snake plant, and he just crushes it up.
Okay.
And then he also gets just he stops.
Can I
because he
pause
starts-
before we are we giving actual recipes on how to kill someone with plants
No,
really
God,
quick?
no.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not killing anyone.
I just wanted to check.
God.
It's like when they taught
not
all of the people in
yet.
Breaking Bad how to actually make meth, and they're like, "Don't actually make meth." It's the same thing. Like, don't actually do
No.
this. Okay.
I'm guessing.
murder
I don't know
people
if
coming
this
from our
actually
families.
works. All right, I have never done this. This is
Disclaimer. Asterisk.
I would not suggest anyone doing what I do, my character is about to do.
Good.
So he takes that and then he like sets it in a little bowl that he has next to him, and he does the same thing but grows just this. Let me see what it looks like. How to properly describe it. It kind of looks like, probably like oak or something with little purple flowers, which anyone that knows plants would know that is nightshade.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Go
And
off.
so he takes that and he grinds that up as well, and he like starts to dump the whole thing, and he stops and he just takes a little bit out,
He's
just
like,
a tiny
"Ah,
bit, like begrudgingly takes a little bit and puts the rest away, and like mixes that up into a fine powder, and like summons a small plant and places it inside the plant. The plant goes into the room because her door is always locked.
Yeah.
Because, degenerates and whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
So it goes into the room, and as she's sleeping, just creeps over her and
That's stuff
blows
of
right into her face.
nightmares, yo. I'm gonna check all of our house. Luckily, all of
And
our
then-
houseplants are dead. I don't have to worry about it.
So then as he does that, he knows she will be asleep.
She'll be asleep.
Whether she wants to or not. And then he as he starts to leave, he stops by God, what is her name again, the little girl?
Janice.
Janice. Okay. Stops by Janice's room and sends a plant very similar to Gertrude's in there. But this one, when it does a little poof, it's just like
Melatonin.
lilac, as well as just a combination of different plants to help her have a good sleep.
Aw.
And because she loves the smell of lilac, she'll smell that when she wakes up.
Aw,
And then,
aromatherapy. Love it.
Yep. So then he does that, and then he heads off to the meeting.
Okay. Do you do anything specific when you're at the statue, or are you just kind of waiting around hanging out?
Just waiting around. Kind of, I think at this point, I'm not at the statue. What's happened is I've gone up to a random tree, and like a tree that's close by, and like whichever one is closest, because I know it's not like right there on the statue, but I want to get as close as I can because I don't know what's going to happen, don't know if something's going to happen, anything could go down. So I just kind of like fuse myself with the tree and just kind of sit there waiting for everyone else to show up, and then I'll go and appear.
Cywarp, what about you? When you get to the statue, what are you doing?
Well, before I got to the statue, I figured I'd visit the Golden Prophet to see
Oh,
if
yeah.
she had any directions or instructions for me. Also, like, wanted to chat with her about the meaning of all this. Like, well, what's the point? What are we trying to do, even? But if that's gonna take time, why can?
No. Everyone gets roleplay chances. God damn it!
Wait, taking time to roleplay in a role-playing game?
How
Fuck.
dare you? taking time to roleplay well in a role-playing game. Like, that's the other thing. Like, to have people enjoy watching you roleplay, how dare you? No, you returned to the Golden Prophet's office. It has not changed. In the 50 years, it is the same building, it is the same golden eye, it is the same, like, it has not aged. It has not aged a single day. As you make your way up to her top penthouse, it is still the
God.
same lab. It is still the same
That's
giant
so
screen.
strange.
It is literally nothing has changed since our last campaign. Even though
How
it
you
was
doing,
50
Robbie?
years ago.
All about it.
I'm sure he feels better that Sinan gets treated slightly better than Buckler ever could.
So yeah, I go inside, still listening to my music, also kind of just like looking at the environment.
It's dated now.
Huh, it's so antique, with all these screens. But yeah, what's she doing when I
She's
go?
at her computer. She's typing something. This is, as everyone has pointed out, I want to make it abundantly clear. This is like an 85-year-old woman. She is crotchety. She is wise beyond her years. She has just shrunk in size because she is significantly older than she was. She was like 30-something 50 years ago. So she's in her 80s, like solidly in her 80s, but wise beyond her years and still a bitch. But she kind of like looks up at you from over the computer and just goes, huh, wasn't expecting you to show up.
Why you tell me to come? By the way, got your pills from your prescription from the pharmacy. Toss it to her table. I'm assuming she would make me do things for her.
She would. I love that. That's amazing.
What? I seem to be a blob in the screen now, but
There you go. You're back.
we go.
There it
Alright,
is.
You're back.
What? I got school. You remember what school is, right? I mean, I am assuming they had that in ancient times as well. I came whenever I could.
Just like this
So-
deep inhale. As you can see, just like the Buckler anger just come from the above. She just looks at you and goes, I am aware. However, I do believe you have more important business than learning geometry.
I still need to maintain a cover, you know?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh,
Are shapes and colors difficult for you?
uh, I insert witty response here. What the fuck? What did I do? I just could not
Nothing. You just had
respond
the
to-
Golden Prophet. You
I
just got
couldn't
hurt.
respond to your phone call earlier because I was, in the subway or whatever. Now I'm getting this shit. What do you want? So, how can I help? And now you can't say anything. What is this? You can insult, but like when it comes to actually doing stuff, you're just gonna silently cough.
I'm crying. Hold on. I'm choking and crying. Anyway,
You can deal it, but you can't fucking take it.
Yeah.
she looks at you, and there's this like, you can tell she's thinking of like one of two responses. Probably between horribly offensive and only somewhat offensive. As she looks at you and just kind of like, I've been meaning to ask about that. Why are you in the subway so often?
It's New York.
It's not. It's New Atlantis, but nice try.
Oh, well, fine. It's New Atlantis. That's what I meant. It's New Atlantis. It's pretty. I mean, I maybe 100 years ago it was normal to have a car here, but like parking in the city is crazy. It's usually people take the subway. It's that's the norm today. I mean,
And
if
you want to
get out of
stop
this little
digging your hole
office,
because
you
the
see
subway's
this.
been down for 3 days because of a giant tree in the system? When do you want to stop digging your hole?
Oh yeah, that's the L line. I take the C. If you got out of your office, you'd know. But
Cywarp, if you want to have an alliance with me, I suggest not lying.
So, a question for the person in the chair.
Yeah, what's up?
Why would I like? Would she be sympathetic to the underground situation, or would I wanna?
No, she would be sympathetic. So there is technically she should be sympathetic. However, you know she has ties to Aegis because that's how she found you. So you have to decide whether through roles or conversations with her if you trust her with this information.
I'm gonna try to roll to find out if she's trustworthy with this. Is that like a pierce the mask?
It is a Pierce the Mask, so go ahead and roll plus mundane.
1 second. Does she count as a villain? Because I have an ability that helps with pierce the mask.
She's not a villain.
But what if she's my villain?
Just Vine.
She's just
only
really
the
mean.
villain of-
She's just a
Fine.
bitch. She's not
But
a
she's
villain.
right now. You know,
Not be a villain,
she's
but
bullying
still be an
she's
ass.
bullying a teenager. She's an 80-year-old bullying a teenager. She's a villain.
Have you
at
met
this current
80-year-olds?
moment.
That's all they do
Yes.
is bully teenagers.
Guess
Yeah.
fine. This world full of whatever. All right.
World full of dicks.
No, just the Golden Prophet. Just her. I missed her so much.
I can't
That's-
wait to see who Sinan tries to get classified as a villain. This
It's
whole
a
thing.
mundane, right?
Yep, plus mundane.
All right. It's the 9.
Okay, you can ask.
4 plus 1.
You can ask one question either from the list or you can ask your own.
What?
And remember, I'm like the Fae when I answer questions, so word it right.
All right. Okay. I'm
Sure.
just looking at the
sure.
list.
That's why you all love me.
What would she intend to do with said information if she were to find out about the underground and that I'm a part of it?
What would she intend to do? Nothing.
Or would she do? I guess would she betray some? Since that's what like one of the questions listed here.
She has no intention on betraying superheroes.
All right, I guess I got my answer. But did she ever said anything about me joining like a supergroup, or does she not like want that?
No, because her supergroup went to shit, and then the supergroup that she had another protege in went to shit. So she's kind of the belief that supergroups go to shit. So she has never once wanted you to be a part of a supergroup.
Okay, Golden Prophet. I know you have this thing against supergroups, and I get it. I had a thing against supers too, but a couple of people approached me about potentially joining this little supergroup with a couple of people I believe they're from my school, and I figured if I joined them, I could do some good finally, and maybe make up for the shit I did in Aegis. And I figured I'd just join and check it out. And then suddenly I ended up being part of a job, and then the whole tree in the subway happened, and someone got into a coma. Yeah, I'm part of a fucking supergroup, and they're working for a group called the Underground, and we're trying to help people. I think I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to do my best here with my last year before this like fucking watch alerts the authorities, and they try to take me away. You know.
Just see like this very calm rage. Like, we're talking when people think of the definition of female rage, where it's that like very calm, swelling rage, which is not female rage, but that's fine.
It's 9:30. It's when you should be taking those medicine. It's right the time. It's you asked me to remind you when I'm here, so it's why. Yeah.
She like the best
It's
part
a
is
bigger
I'm
bottle. The 931's a
immediately
bigger
thinking
bottle.
it's like a benzo. Like it is something to keep her calm, and she downs like a bar of Xanax, and her demeanor does not change. Like we are talking, this woman is just the most intense human being you've ever met in your life. But she makes direct eye contact with you, never once blinking or moving her eyes from you as she opens the pill bottle, grabs a pill, takes the pill, dry swallows it without any water, and then
What's
just
she thinking, by the way? Since I can hear those usually, you know.
So she's an adult, so you would have to roll to use your powers if you wanted to read her mind.
If I get caught, it's practice. She wants me to practice, right?
Sure! That's definitely what would happen. Yeah!
All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing
Yeah.
the move.
Hey, ally, I've been lying too, and now trying to read your mind without consent. Don't worry, it's all practice.
It's all
It's-
practice.
It's
Roll plus freak.
plus freak. That
God
is
I don't know. I
a
feel like this isn't
9.
gonna go great.
5
Oh,
and 3 plus 1.
Okay, so you can either choose to mark a condition, or I will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
So I get a
You get to
condition.
choose. You can either choose to add a condition, or I get to tell you how it doesn't go 100% the way you want it to.
I guess I'll get guilty because I feel bad
Correct.
for probing my mentor's mind.
Correct.
Because it's not good to go into people's minds when they're not really expecting, even though it's practice. And
The
it's
immediate
temporary because she lays you the fuck out.
Exactly, it's temporary because you are unconscious. No. The immediate thought you get is her voice in her own head. She has an internal monologue. Some people don't. And it is this like deep-seated anger, and it is maybe shapes and colors are difficult for him. And then you just hear there's like a pause, and she goes, "No." And then there's like a really heavy breath as she goes, "And why did you think that was a good idea?" As she's showing huge amounts of restraint.
Growth.
Character growth. 50 years has done her good, okay?
just want to remind you that since I'm feeling the emotions, when you're feeling all that anger, I kind of feel it too, and it's kind of.
Would you prefer homicidal
It hurts.
rage?
I mean, it would transfer to me too, and I would be feeling it too. And it's kind of unfair when both of us are feeling it, and it would be unfair to you since.
Darling, I could take you if you were feeling homicidal rage. It's okay.
Well, not if I tossed your walking stick away. You couldn't come towards me. There's nothing really to hold on between there and here.
And
Why
we have to
did
go to
you-
commercial breaks. And she
So I can breathe? No.
I could help you up though. It's.
Why did you think joining that team was a good idea? Answer me.
Look, I'm kind of fucking frustrated and not being able to do anything. And I already did damage enough while I was in Aegis. I wanted to see if there's any opportunities to
And you didn't
to
ask
do
me.
something. I keep asking you, what's the point? What can I do? What are we doing?
You're not ready to
Just-
do anything yet.
Well, but I'm kind of running out of time here. In a year, whenever I use this powers, this thing's gonna beat, and the people are gonna come after me. And if I don't know if you remember, my powers are kind of mentally focused, and
Yeah,
it's
and
not
you
really
can't
good at
control them.
fighting. It's not really good at fighting. So and the ones that can fight already didn't fare well.
So what I'm hearing is you did not have enough faith in yourself to recognize we could fix this problem on a shortened timeline, and instead you went behind my back to join a group I know nothing about and thought it was a good idea.
I mean, when you put it that way,
When I put it
was
the
more-
correct way, the way that you described it to me,
No, what? But you never answer me when I say, well, what are we doing? What's the end plan here? What are we doing? What's the end plan here? You're always like on your computer typing and shit. Like,
so you don't trust
it-
me.
No, I mean, I do. The whole look works for like a month or two. And it's like the mystique of it makes me think, oh, she knows what she's doing. But when I don't get an answer after that, it's like, you start questioning it. I'm sorry. Okay.
If you don't wish to work with me, we no longer need to have an alliance.
No. I mean, I like it. It's nice. You've been helpful. I mean, you've been nice and good. I'm trying here, okay?
And you just feel for a moment like a blip of pride, and then it goes away. She's proud of you.
Oh.
She is proud of you, but she will not. She knows you can feel it, and she immediately goes out. Get out. Out.
What was it? Okay. It's
Out.
okay.
I can be proud of you, but do not look upon me. These 50 years do not change that.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to save my art teacher today. That was cool, And
Can you just hear
and-
out?
Yes. Don't you want a report of the day? Where's your daily report? Oh, where's your daily report? I give my daily report. Oh, out. I don't need to hear it. Decide. Okay, I'm out.
You get
Does she miss Annie now?
God,
probably.
so much.
I'm sorry I cursed. Apparently it's a no.
you get a message that says, like, immediately, as soon as you're like going down the elevator, it's from her, it's from Golden Prophet, and it immediately says, I make you do those reports simply because I enjoy you having to do paperwork. And then after that goes, you also forget I have eyes all over the city, I know what you do. And then that sends, and then she sends you the gif of Betty White dabbing as she sends you on your way.
Ew.
Yeah, it's like if your grandma sent you a gif.
Boomer much?
Yeah.
Who taught her what gifts were?
You don't know. It wasn't you.
Mm.
The people who came before me really did.
I bet
Hold
you
on,
it
is
was
it
Annie.
Annie? No.
No, because I think what happened is Negative Nancy sent a gift to Annie at some point, and then Annie was like, "What is this moving picture?" And you're like, "It's a GIF." You send it as like a reaction to things, and then Annie really excitedly told the Golden Prophet that he understood what a GIF was.
I found a way to even more efficiently communicate.
Yeah.
I sent her like one of the most like obscure, like very inside internet joke
toilet.
meme, whatever is going on right now. Like,
Did you just say skibidi toilet?
Yeah.
but like the most hard to understand for her one as a response, and like send a couple of other like odd emojis, one being a heart, just like to confuse her,
Love it.
just to troll with her at this point and see what happens.
You don't get a response.
Yeah, I guess that's fair, but yeah, so that's what I do.
I want to jump to Dev. Are you trying to get Kit to come to this meeting that is very important, according to your boss?
I will call Kit up on our little communicators and be like,
Twin phones.
yeah. Well, remember everyone. I gave everyone a communicator that is anonymous
Mhm.
from around the group. Then it doesn't have to be the whole group. So I will just call Kit up on it. Be like, hey, if you can't come tonight, I will cover for you as much as forever for the rest of our lives.
Good, because
But
I
Queen Bee will be
definitely
real
can't
mad.
come. Well, that's too bad.
Okay.
I listen, I want to help with this thing.
Mhm.
I want to help with this thing, but also some of the expectations, especially considering we're new, seem a little unrealistic, especially since we are not being paid for this. And I don't know about you, we have been paid tech numbers for years. Like
Honestly,
I don't need to go in when I'm passing out for an internship.
see, this is not honestly. It's been so long since we've done unpaid work that I hadn't even thought about that part of this all.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
like, uh, like Jeffrey doesn't even send us stuff that's unpaid work unless it's like charitable. So
Exactly. And I do put it in the classification of charity work in my head. Like we are
right,
doing good work for other people. So,
yeah.
but at the same time, I'm happy to go anytime I can. I passed out twice today, almost threw up, and I don't even remember the last thing that happened. And I'm worried that if they talk about it, it's just gonna make me want to throw up. So like if you can see a way to go to tonight while I'm regularly passing out, then sure. But otherwise, I don't think I'm going to be useful.
Well, I mean, first of all, you're always gonna be useful. I mean, come on. You're amazing and incredible and adjectives. um
Okay,
but
it's sweet, but also you're kissing my ass, and now I'm wondering why? What's the catch?
okay.
Ah,
Miss Queen Bee is very intimidating, and would like not be yelled at her. But you are the thing that matters most to me in the entire world, and I will cover for you no matter what.
Okay, how about this?
Mhm.
Compromise. Sound
Yeah.
good?
Always.
I'm happy to help, but like, y- sometimes when we're in the lab, you're a man in the chair, and other times, like, you need to test
So
out a
literally,
theory, and
I
I'm working
literally
the computer.
just thought about live streaming through my helmet to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
So what?
okay.
What if for tonight you just give me the controls and I'm man in the chair? Like, I can't really go anywhere, but that means I could like help and be in my PJs, which doesn't seem like a bad place to be.
That sounds so nice. It is 11:52
Also,
at
I'm
night.
question.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I know that we were helping people.
Mhm.
I remember what the people leading it looked like in that first meeting we had with them, but
Mhm.
if I try and think of literally anything else, it just makes me want to throw up. So, can you help me with like names and stuff? Just like
Yeah. Yeah. Of
when
course.
when they come on camera, just be like, "Hey, X name that we
Oh,
clearly know." Just I don't want to make
I'll
it
just
weird.
I'll have it show up on my HUD. Don't worry. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Then yeah, tell them I can help that way, but otherwise
Yeah.
I'm going to be turns on video and you see just like working on Teeny Robot. If you can see on my stream, I'm working on Teeny Robot.
Yeah.
Um, so basically you see her working on Tiny Robot
There's
and
a
like
teeny robot cam on Ruby's stream.
yeah.
Stop
Teeny
it.
robot cam.
Yes,
Stop
correct.
it. No,
That's
there
amazing.
isn't.
I listen, I didn't come here to fuck around. I know what I'm about.
Let's go.
So yeah, basically you see that she has like she's on her like chair, her crisscross chair at her big like work desk in her room with a bunch of different pieces out, and she's like hand painting a bunch of them and working on it. So like she's covered, she's set, and she also has her like 4 monitors that she can like call in from. So
Okay. Yeah. We'll be on. You'll be in the chair. Um, but when I get home, when we're done with whatever's gonna be going on, I'll see what I can do to help. Okay, and try and catch you up in a non throw up inducing way.
that would be ideal. Um,
Yeah.
I've got some chocolate chip pancakes here that mom made earlier, and I'm gonna make some paninis with the roasted tomatoes in them, like you like.
Stop.
Yeah. So I've got stuff, and I know that something happened, but like I can tell you seem kind of freaked. I'm here. I'm okay. Don't be.
Yeah. I mean, you know him too well to not tell that there's definitely like some amount of like guilt or like uh fear
The voice
for
crack and
sure.
profuse sweating also doesn't help.
Yeah. Well, the voice crack is normal.
That's fair.
But
You're a
yeah,
14-year-old.
who's
I,
not hit any of them. Yeah, we'll talk about it when this doesn't feel like a remote call 36 seconds before some kind of mission happens talk, but yeah, listen.
I mean,
Um,
that's okay. We don't have to talk about it immediately. There's no
right.
pressure, only just come to me when you want to. But also, like, don't
Yeah.
make it too long because then I'm gonna forget and that'll be really awkward.
Oh God, yeah, no, don't worry. It's in the to-do list. In the
Good.
queue.
Good. I've got it up here. It better be gone in the next like 2 weeks. That's what you've got. And then it's gonna be gone and I'll forget.
You got it. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. See ya.
And
So
then
HUD goes on. Kit is now able to see what exactly you are seeing, Dev, through your camera. As the 4 of you, Dev shows up a little bit later. As you all stand around this statue, you begin to kind of fuck. Where is everyone? It's 11:55, midnight. Time is ticking. No one's shown up.
I try to scan the area with my powers, if that's an ability that I can do, to see if there might be anyone with suspicious thoughts or anything, or like feelings of like fear or anticipation, anxiety, or like something like that. This could be like some kind of an ambush, or someone's like
I
watching us. The
I am
kind of feelings that people would have if they were
yeah.
like hiding.
I am struggling to say yes, and you'll understand in a second. But go ahead to unleash your powers. Roll first, and then I will explain later. But roll to
And
unleash your
then-
powers right now.
And also,
That was a-
Dev,
Kit,
Dev,
could you help me figure out what
Dev.
the power grid is? Yeah.
yeah, I was
It's
gonna say.
plus
also,
freaks and on. By the way,
did you bring the earbuds?
That is a 4.
Give them to everyone else. I want to be able to
3,
say hi.
1, 8.
Otherwise, what's
Oh
the
wait,
point?
we already all have them.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
so
That's an 8.
Hello.
partial success to unleash your powers. So you can either choose to mark a condition, or I can tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
We couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I couldn't hear
Sanan.
you.
Oh, sorry. I said the how it's partial one. I
My
already got a
favorite!
bunch of conditions.
Yeah.
I'm already angry and pissed off and guilty. So
Fun. So you scan kind of the surrounding area. There are two main people that you can gain kind of an access to. The first you can immediately tell is Queen Bee watching you. It's kind of just very judgmental, just kind of critical. I wouldn't even say judgmental. Critical. Like, it doesn't feel like she's being mean about it. She's just critical. The other is a weird ping that you're getting of like nervousness, doubt, a little bit of just like confusion, and you can kind of hear like thoughts about like, this better not be a fucking joke, like I'm wasting my hard-earned time on this, like if I don't get the fucking pictures, this is just gonna be a shit show. So you kind of hear that grumble in the back of the head as well from someone else around.
pictures. That's weird.
Yeah.
Also,
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, I do. Someone's talking about taking pictures somewhere here or thinking about it. What the fuck?
I would like to unleash my power.
Oh,
jeez.
okay.
Also, Queen Bee's over there watching us instead of coming here. That's kind of weird. Should we like wave at her or something?
Now, I mean, this may be something else. I assume it's unleash your powers.
So what do you want to do?
What I want to do is, since I was hiding in that tree, once I see that like no one else is showing up and the statue's not moving and we're not getting entrance, I want to sink down to the roots of the tree, and I want to extend my power to like reach out to all the foliage in the area.
Yeah.
To see, like, I want to get a lay of the land. I want to get a readout of who's
An actual
around.
lay of the land.
Yeah, an actual
Yeah.
lay of the, quite literally a lay of the
Literal.
land. Yes, go ahead and roll to unleash your powers.
Okay.
So roll plus 3.
Oh, that'll be fine. Okay, so I'm not gonna search around for my. Oh no, here's my sack. I found my sack.
Aw,
So
it's a beautiful
now,
sack, these.
Thank you. My mom gave it to me. No, I'm just playing.
Big
Oh, I
B's
dropped my
fine
dice.
sack
Oh,
live
no.
on stream, not clickbait.
Oh my God, the dice are everywhere. They're in my raccoon wounds.
Build out of your sack
Yep.
everywhere.
Don't you hate that?
Phrasing?
No, never.
I said what I said.
That's when it's non-intentional, right?
All right, here we go. Ooh, and that's plus what?
Freak.
Freak. Oh, yes, +1. So that is going to be an 11.
All right, so you reach out through all of these trees. Are you trying to talk to them specifically, or just getting a vibe? What is it?
Oh, no, I'm not trying to talk to
Just
anybody.
doing a vibe
I'm
check
trying
with the
to...
trees.
Just
Yeah.
vibe checking the trees.
No. Oh, you
Lower
mean
action
talking
stuff.
to the trees?
Yeah, are you talking and
No.
asking questions, or are you just kind of
No,
feeling what's around?
I am possessing them to get a hive mind look of the area to find out what's around us.
As you kind of fade into the tree's consciousness, you can sense two people. You can sense so many bugs. And that is where we'll end our stream tonight.
Oh no!
that.
Yay!
Oh my lord!
Isn't it fun to only have 2-hour streams? So it means I get to stop in the middle of fun things.
Okay.
Of
Even.
course. Well,
Was
But-
Queen Bee the one with the bug powers, or was it the other
Scuttle.
No,
It
that
was
Scuttle.
Scuttle.
But
one? Oh, I see. Right.
Scuttlebug.
It's little
Oh, yeah,
Scuttle.
yeah.
We love him. He's not creepy at all. We'll go ahead, go around, have everyone say who they are, where they can find you, and then your favorite part of the stream tonight. We'll do that. We'll go in reverse order. We're starting with bees. And your sack.
What's up, everyone? Yep. Oh no, I'm putting my sack away because
good.
you know.
Twitch TOS.
Just, yes, TOS. What's up, everyone? It is I, Big Bees, your happy, helpful harbinger of hype. You can catch me here on Twitch at big_bees, BEAZ, where I will be speed running at least once a day, every day until my I'm not debut because I was on it last year, but I will be running, hosting, and doing couch commentary during GDQ's Unapologetically Black and Fast event, February, what is it now, 16th through the 19th? I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
So 4 days of awesomeness, starting at 1 p.m. EST. I will be kicking off the event with my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Usagi run. And then it's just going to be nothing but just phenomenal black talent for the next 4 days. So yeah, come check us out. Enjoy the event. I can promise you it'll be nothing but amazing. I also have another announcement that I can't make until tomorrow. So please follow me on Blue Sky at Big Bees and everywhere else on the internet at biggest_bees. And as soon as I can drop all this juicy info, I will certainly happily do so. My favorite part of tonight was, aside from the Ruby bot cam, I would say is, I think the just untamable joy that Ash felt going home, as well as but no, I think it was Janice.
I had to give you
Janice, my little
some amount
buddy.
of hope in that miserable
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
I had
Oh,
to.
I was ready. I was like, hurt me, let's go.
Well, here's the thing. Janice is 5. Who would be more likely to get hurt in a big scary event than like a 5-year-old?
All right, y'all heard that. Anna's about to murder a kid. Just putting
You
that out
bet
there.
your ass I am.
Well, how dare you try and murder a child? How dare you?
It wouldn't be the
What's
worst thing I've
worse
done.
than murder? A child.
Worse than murder.
Wait, what?
What?
Sorry.
Children are worse than murder.
That is true.
Yes.
What's worse than murder? A child. No, murdering a child. Oh.
Yes.
Moving on down to I was gonna say Barkeys and just mix your two names. I don't know why my brain said that, but
That's what happens when he's transformed into a dog.
Barkeys is
Then
his
he's
ultimate
Barkeys.
form.
Minnie's
Uh,
Barkies.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That'll be my dog name. Hi everyone, I'm Marquis, sometimes known as Party Time Online. You can find me on Ballad of the Seven Dice, where I play in their Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign, where I'm stuck in a video game as a Catboy Magus, and I'm trying to get out desperately, and being traumatized by the DM along the way because I apparently just make it easy.
you do.
I will put the plot in my mouth, and from there, people will just drag me into trauma land. So,
Correct. You all do that though, so it's fun. Alrighty, what was your favorite moment of tonight?
the Golden Prophet. I missed her. I missed you playing her.
She brings me so much fucking joy.
I just like woof.
The funny part is, as I was doing the Golden Prophet, I was like, why could I never have this much confidence or sass when I was playing the Queen in Monster Hearts? Like, in Monster Hearts, I was like, I was trying to be bitchy, and I could never do it. And then I play the Golden Prophet, and I'm like, I am an asshole. I'm savage.
It's because you're an adult and you were a teenager then.
That's fair, you're right. And I had to be mean to all of you guys, and I don't know, it feels different to be mean in this situation. I don't know.
Listen, my first time was playing the Queen, and I had no problem.
It does not surprise.
It's you, Marquis.
Yeah, it does not surprise.
Just keep that in mind.
All right,
I'm so kind
moving
in real
on
life.
down the line, Sanan.
I'm confused. Remember you being quite mean as the queen.
It didn't come as easy.
Unless it's not the game we were talking
It
about.
didn't come as easy.
My biggest memory from that game is me trying to like befriend you at a party, and you just like pissing me off so much I got like killed in the party because I like tried to unleash my power or something, and that's bad stuff happened.
I
Oh my God.
realized the difference. When I was the queen, y'all fought back. When I'm the Golden Prophet, you can't.
Well, I did try to talk back a little. I feel like if I was not jet lagged, I could do a little better job. But yeah, no.
Bring it on.
But yes, oh well, I shall try. But yeah, hi everyone. My name is Sinan, playing Cywarp. You can find me here doing this, usually. And yeah, and favorite moment from the game. I mean, seeing the Golden Prophet was actually really cool.
I
And
love her ancient ass.
it's kind of nice to all the like the nods to the previous game is also really like kind of nice and makes me like giggle every time I hear it. This, even though apparently my character killed everyone, and I
That's
was trying
just
to,
the story. You don't know if that's true.
even though I was trying to make him basically the nicest boy.
That's the best part.
Uh,
Is he was such a
golden
golden
retriever boy.
retriever good boy. It's hilarious that he snapped.
I feel like he's like the only like just despite being very powerful, the only like just turn the other cheek sort of character I've ever did, and just to now he's like the future. Yeah, basically destroyed the future. It's kind of funny, but apparently it's the official story. So I guess maybe to find out what actually happened will be even more rewarding now. But yeah, but other than that, it just my favorite part of the stream was just to have everyone here and have play with everyone. And I'm looking forward to when we will all like the characters will be all together and role play with
I'm
each other.
trying. I'm trying.
I know.
I know.
We
I'm
should get that
sorry.
set.
No, you're good.
But that's
That's
why I was like, the nice thing is man in the chair powers for the brain
Yeah.
and joint. Yay.
All right, moving on. Rob.
That's me. I'm Robbie Rowling. You can find me as such in places mainly here and as part of the Game Woven podcast. I mean, obviously, Robot Cam is peak.
Can we name the
peak
robot
really
and so we
hard.
can put his name and then the cam? We should
I
name
was
him.
going to say I kind of want to like get a wooden block and properly paint and make this little like it's not going to be functional, but I want to
I'm here
craft this
for it.
robot. So yes, absolutely. We just need to come up with a name, but I was going to leave that for role play so we could decide it in character
Love
together.
it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also honestly, I'm gonna cup out and say with Sanan, like it's just so wonderful to be at a table with all of you wonderful, beautiful people who.
It's an honor you said that. That's a cop out.
And yeah, I said it was a cop out, but
I was going to say it too. So that's gay. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Well, it's okay. Your characters have a theme, and it's amnesia, so maybe you just forgot we both said it.
That's true. And then what was your favorite part of tonight? Oh, yeah, you said hanging out.
Yeah,
with
the
us,
cop out and
yeah.
Robot Cam.
And Robot Cam.
Well,
Alright.
And
I
Gold
just want to
Closet.
say I do usually give like 5 different answers to these
do.
questions, so it's not technically I wouldn't say it's a cop out.
No, I'm gonna give Rob shit because I can.
I also realized that now both my Hero Complex characters are really authority following.
Yeah.
People that do not question authority.
Yeah, you're
So that's
playing a
fun.
simp, and you're just a
No,
simp.
I'm playing a 14-year-old boy who has like a really healthy relationship with his parents and hasn't really had many reasons to question authority until like a couple months ago.
Say it, Marquise. I know you want to. Say it.
Well, so wait, you have a healthy relationship with your parents? That's healthy? What's happening here? Because you were trapped in a basement. There was a dumbwaiter here.
It's called a quarantine. It's because they care.
They trap us because they care. Moving on to Ruby and the little robot guy.
Hello. So the robot does not have a name yet, but I'm sure we'll come up with one. And hi, my name's Ruby. I am a actor, streamer, and speedrunner, Thempress, interviewer, many things. If you want to see me trying to be a Disney princess of gaming and many other things on my channel, I am at twitch.tv/RubyHeart. I do anything from singing and serenades to challenge runs and speed runs. So I am learning Blindfolded Shadow of the Colossus boss rush fights this year, Hades crowd control, Overcooked 2 multi-world archipelagos. Like, it's wild. And I'm also starting a playthrough of the entire campaign of Baldur's Gate 3, specifically doing full voice acting, playing it as seriously as the actors do with my TAV. So I'm very excited about basically doing a full voice acting challenge on my stream. My favorite part of the session today, honestly, was I have been trying to just with my life pursue more joy, yay therapy, and things helping you through hard circumstances. So I yes, the gay answer of just I've missed you all and wanted to play with you. But in all honesty, I was spending so much time with you all, went through a really rough time for personal reasons, came back, and now getting to share role playing space with you as I'm like reclaiming joy with arts and crafts and role-playing games again and things like that. I haven't been able to do this and be happy and comfortable in a long time. So thank you all for like sharing role-playing space that feels safe and wonderful. It's truly a pleasure.
Yay.
Literally always.
And then I am Anna or Sanctum. Yes, it's weird to have a character named Anna. Ruby and I talked about it, and Ruby's like, I can change it. I'm like, no, you're fine. I'll just have to get used to it. I
The
am...
reason why Quincy's nickname for her is Annie, because
Yeah,
it
Annie,
would
you're
throw me
Annabelle.
off
Yeah.
so bad.
But I am your man in the chair for this lovely, lovely Masks game. We do, in case you haven't noticed, have a first season of this wonderful campaign. You don't need to have watched it to understand what's going on, though you can catch all of the cute little Easter eggs that Hanan was talking about. I am also on the Eden's Fall podcast that you can get wherever you consume podcasts. And I don't know if I can announce the other podcast that Bees and I are going to be on, so I'll just kind of hint at a podcast that Bees and I are going to be on. We're actually going to be playing Masks, but I won't be running it. And will Bees and I be lovers? Will we hate each other? Those are the only two things we've ever played, so the world may never know.
What if it's enemies
Yes.
to lovers?
That's
this
what I
time?
pitched. I pitched enemies to lovers.
Yes, good.
I pitched it, so we'll probably end up playing enemies to lovers because that's just what we do. But thank you everyone for joining in. I am always a little bummed that these are shorter sessions, but we got to make sure everyone has their mental health, make sure everyone can go to sleep at a reasonable hour. So shorter sessions it is. But thank you all so much for joining us this evening. We will be back in 2 weeks for more bugs.
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 Bug.
Goodbye.
All right.
Bye.